Hey you guys, welcome to your weekend edition, Love and General reading. This is for the element of fire. So if you're Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, these messages are for you for the weekend of May 1st through the 3rd, 2024. So I thank you guys for all your love and support. Please keep in mind these are general, so they may or may not resonate, but hopefully you get some clarity. Also, if you're wanting to book a personal or private reading, be sure to email me for the updated price list if you don't already have it. Alright, so we have the overall energy as the Star. We have the Eight of Cups. We have the Six of Pentacles. We've got the Nine of Wands. The Three of Pentacles. The Ace of Wands. The Queen of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. Alright, so I feel like the overall energy is about the universe wanting to restore your faith or give you hope in something. So I kind of feel like, you may witness something that is specified for you, like something is meant for you to see it. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, I feel like something is meant for you to see it, so you might experience some sort of miracle or just anything that is giving you hope. And it's something that is needed, because it seems like initially maybe you feel that you've given or put your energy into a person, a situation, or anything, and it didn't seem reciprocated, or maybe you were just not happy with what you got in return. It also seems if you are feeling lonely or empty, either way, it just seems like the universe is going to do something to restore your faith. Now, there's still a need for you to overcome some sort of insecurities or doubt. I feel like there's still some sort of background noise. There's still something going on in the background of your life that is frustrating you, even though I feel like you're trying to be positive. I feel like you've been doing a lot of praying too, or needing a sign. And it's funny too, it's almost like after you pray for something maybe happens that is not what you anticipated, and you're like, what type of sign is that? I asked for this and I'm hearing an argument, or I feel frustrated, like something's going on where there's still something going on in your life that you need to overcome. You can't let something that's going on behind you affect how you see your life moving forward. And I also feel like maybe you're needing to express yourself instead of having some sort of internal dialogue. Like maybe something needs to be projected openly. In fact, you could find yourself maybe sharing something on social media if you have it. Just kind of sharing your voice, even if other people don't like what you have to say, is healing for you. Now, there also seems to be some sort of frustration in regards to career or finances. There's a possibility that you could get a promotion, or maybe you're applying for it. It also could be that you're just like looking for some sort of advancement in general. Maybe you're just submitting your application and going in for interviews. It does seem like you're going to be called in for something. Okay, I'm noticing something about the throat chakra, which is what was already coming out. So, your throat chakra might be blocked, and maybe there's a need for you to just vocalize what you're feeling. So you might physically feel like a little knot in your throat, and that may just be your higher self telling you like, hey, just communicate or just speak. If there are any health related issues, I don't know if your throat's been bothering you, but it seems like you're going to be using some kind of natural remedies, herbs, and things of that sort. Matter of fact, there also could be something going on with your thyroid, and maybe you are either receiving medications for it or asking your doctor about it, or you are taking some sort of herbs, some sort of holistic healing to any type of ailments that you might be experiencing. I feel like somebody is being offered a part-time job or is accepting this part-time job. Even if something starts off part-time, I feel like you might advance kind of quickly. There's also things going on where you are having to deal with responsibilities. So you might have to take care of some sort of paperwork. If you're in a relationship, there may be areas that you guys are needing to focus on to make it work. Maybe you guys are having to negotiate or come to some sort of compromise in what you want out of the relationship, or maybe you're just trying to save your money or trying to decide where to go to eat. Or how much money you're going to spend out of your account. But it seems like it has to do with, something more important in regards to the relationship. Maybe you guys are trying to plan a wedding or ready to, take that next step. I feel like maybe someone is going to confess something or reveal the truth to you. I feel like somebody's going to reveal their true feelings or something. And I feel like somebody can't hold anything back any longer. It's just eating at them. And yeah, I feel like somebody needs to get something off of their chest. This is also a good time to complete projects that you left unfinished. There is also a possible relationship or a connection that you had with someone that needs closure, or not necessarily closure, but just kind of like needing to pick up where you left off. Like maybe you guys started getting to know one another and then something happened. I feel like you guys are needing to come back together and, finish where you left off. I feel like you're going to overcome whatever loneliness you were having. Somebody seems like they feel like far away from everything and everybody. I don't know if you just moved or relocated, or maybe you're going to, but in the meantime, you're kind of worried about making new friends and acquaintances, and just kind of worried about leaving behind everybody that you know. If you're in a long distance relationship, that could be an issue too. Maybe you guys the pressure is getting to you guys and you're needing to figure out like how to make the relationship work from a distance. I kind of feel like somebody might visit some sort of spiritual practitioner for assistance. Someone who's more like a professional. Maybe you do your own things, but maybe you're like, okay, I want to see a professional for this. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. I feel like somebody also might need a babysitter or might decide to leave the children with the grandparents or a relative this weekend. Either you have been having a hard time getting over an earth sign or vice versa. And I kind of feel like this might be one of those situations where someone is like, I chose the wrong person, or the grass was not greener. So I kind of feel like somebody has gone through something and they want to approach you, but they're worried that you're going to reject them or push them away because maybe that's what they did to you. I also feel that somebody is kind of like cursing themselves out because they haven't approached you yet. And they're kind of like, what's wrong with me? You also could be fussing at yourself about something that you haven't done. You keep procrastinating. You're like upset with yourself. I heard the name Marshall for somebody. Career-wise, it seems like maybe you are doing something at entry level, or you're learning some sort of a new skill, or something that's like on the job training. It just seems like you are a novice. Relationship wise, I feel like somebody is learning how to communicate. Someone might be verbally immature, and they're learning how to communicate or express themselves in a way that is more, what do you call it? I want to say tranquil. So I don't know if this person is very heightened, but when they're speaking to you now, there's a sense of calmness and there's a good exchange. Like you're listening, you can hear each other, you're listening, and then you're, taking in what one person says and then giving back. So it seems like there's like a very peaceful exchange going on between two people. I feel like somebody is also ready to open up and talk, whereas maybe they've been healing, or being isolated or keeping to themselves. I feel like somebody is, they're ready to talk like adults or ready to have some sort of mature conversation. I feel like people are also just working out their differences with people in general, especially if there was an issue with you and your father. I feel like an air sign has been thinking about you. And it does seem as if somebody is observing you from a distance. I feel like somebody's also kind of like flirting with you, and they're leaving breadcrumbs. They're this is their way of trying to see if you're interested. So, they're just kind of like dropping these little clues and seeing how you're going to respond to them if you're interested. If not, they'll probably leave you alone. There's a possibility that someone might invite you to some sort of private gathering or a secret location. If you are into movies, film, TV, there is something that you watch where they're always leaving like Easter eggs, and you might find an Easter egg in relation to something that you like to watch. I feel like somebody is also maybe learning how to grow their own herbs, is planting some sort of an herb garden, not necessarily the one outside, but like the ones that you have in your window or in the house. I feel like somebody's like, okay, I want to have my own herb garden. So I feel like you're doing that. I feel like you might be learning a new hobby, period, or considering going back to school. In fact, it does seem like maybe there is something that you're wanting to do, but you're frustrated because you think you don't have the time. But I do feel like there's an opportunity for you to learn and receive some sort of certificate or degree. I feel like there's an earth sign who's trying to get your attention. They're flirting with you, but then it also seems like they're resisting you. It's some sort of push-pull energy, maybe between you and an earth sign. I feel like maybe somebody's flirting with you and you like it, but at the same time you're kind of showing resistance. And then finally, I feel like you are going to respond to someone's messages or something that they're doing, whatever they're doing to get your attention. For a job, I feel like you might have to inflate the truth, but it's making you uncomfortable. But you're just saying things that you need to say to get the job. Either someone thinks that you have really beautiful eyes, or you are just drawn to the shape of someone's eyes. I feel like this one is more so about the shape, especially if they're almond shaped. I kind of feel like somebody is trying to do some research, or feels like maybe they are come from the same lineage as an Egyptian queen. But I was also hearing like Queen Sheba. I don't know too much information about them, so, but I heard Queen Sheba. I feel like you also might be trying to channel something that you have inside of you. You're doing some sort of channeling. It's something that you're trying to bring out from yourself. Some information. Career-wise, I feel that somebody might create a position for you, or you are creating your own position. Something's going on where it's like, you don't have a department that does this, let me do it. I could do that. Like, I feel like maybe you are creating your own position. If you submitted some sort of paperwork or documents to a bank, or something, anything where you're trying to get some sort of a loan, I feel like they're looking closely at everything, and they might reach out to you for either additional information, or they're asking you to clarify something. All right, so let's pull some energy cards. All right, additional messages for fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. All right, you have door to spirit, the thinking woman, strategy, overall energy, man holding a heart. So for one, I do feel that there is someone who is leaving you breadcrumbs. I feel like somebody is trying to open up their heart to you. They want you to come through, or they're trying to make it so that you have an entrance. They're like, let me make it easy for them. I don't know. It just seems like, I don't know why they're doing that. But I just feel like somebody is trying to make it easy for you to have access to them. And someone has been thinking about you. Somebody has been trying to figure you out. Could be water or could be an air sign. And there is some sort of strategy as to why someone is pursuing you in the way that they are. As far as career, I feel like there is an opportunity opening up to you, and it's like the opportunity is there. It's just like, this is yours if you want it, but you're still kind of like nitpicking. Maybe you just want to make sure that something is genuine or authentic. Seems like you're also taking like a lot of mental notes, like you're observing things and taking mental notes. You might want to check your dream journal. Could be some kind of clues that you've been leaving to yourself from dreams that you've had. Something might start to add up. If you received some sort of premonition that something was going to happen around this time or something like that, you might want to check and see, is that what this is? I want to say, yeah, there's a message waiting for you in one of your journals. I feel like something was meant to be, or something is by design. You might be trying to make sense of it. Something does have you researching or has your mind mentally stimulated. You also might come to some sort of realization about your spiritual path. If you do your own readings and you document them, I feel like you also need to go back and look into something that you predicted. Look at all the readings that you've documented. All right, so hopefully these messages help, but feel free to leave your feedback. Thank you guys for watching. Sending you love and grace.